Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to Sandy's Library. I'm Sandy, and we're back today to do another reading for Twin Flames and Separation. So let's go ahead and get started with our Scrabble game. And just real quick, I want to mention that if you've never watched one of our readings, you might want to check the description. Just a suggestion. But right now, we're going to pull a couple of letters out and see if we can find out who we might be talking to from the collective. Let's see. Alright. So, let's see. Let's grab a couple of letters. Okay, we have an N and a B. So, an N and a B. So, if you can pull anything out of that, first, middle, or last initial, perhaps geographic location. There could be a message here for you. Doesn't have to be though. It's a pretty big collective group in the collective that we are tapping into. So, just take what resonates and toss the rest. Alrighty, so we have our message from Spirit. Divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy. And when I say divine masculine and divine feminine, I'm not talking about gender. It has nothing to do with male and female. Okay? So just remember, energy. Don't get caught up on the pronouns I use. We're going to set the divine feminine aside for a bit. And let's see what Spirit has to say to kick things off for us. They say, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Yep. And this comes from our message from Spirit deck, and my guides gave me the messages for this deck, except for two of them. Two of them, one comes from the first book I ever wrote, Crazy for You, and one comes from the last book I wrote, If I Had Married You, which these two decks are based on. But this comes from Crazy for You. So, let's see what's up with the divine masculine. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Moon. And the Three of Cups. Okay. Alright, so my guides are giving me the energies of Libra, Pisces, and Virgo. Okay. So if you can identify with that, sun, moon, or rising, perhaps a season. My guides are telling me they like to call this the everything's coming up roses card. Yeah, that's what they say. They call this the everything is coming up roses card. So, I'm picking up on a divine masculine who is and has been manifesting wealth. And I mean, it's more recent too. I'd say it's been for the last, few months, maybe a year or so. He's been working really, really, really hard to manifest these pentacles. And divine feminine, if this is news to you, there's a reason for that. The Moon. This card typically means that somebody is operating under a veil of secrecy. So, if you aren't aware of this extra money project that your divine masculine is involved in, and you may or may not be, just because we're not in contact doesn't mean we don't know what's going on with our divine masculines, and we don't need the internet to figure that out. So, anyways, but if you're not aware of this project that he's working on. And I'm getting that some of you are not. Some of you may well be, but some of you aren't. Let me just say that it's all part of his plan to win you back. He's telling me that he needs to, this is what he says. He says, I need to be able to offer something tangible. And the reason that he's saying that is because this is how he sees your life now. Yeah, this is exactly what he sees when he thinks of you. From his perspective, your cup is literally running over. Yeah. And you know what? He wants to be part of that excitement. He wants to be there to celebrate with you. He's telling me, he says, I may not be amassing a gigantic fortune, but I personally can tell you that what he is going to bring to the table is going to make him look damn good, okay? Just as soon as he reveals it to you, it's gonna make him look real good and real appealing beyond what he already is, okay? And I'm feeling a ton of excitement from this divine masculine. He can hardly wait. Yeah. But he wants to be able to give as well as receive. And y'all know what? I commend him for that. I commend the divine masculine who will not just sit around and let his divine feminine buy gifts for him, especially when they're in separation, buy gifts for him while he gives her nothing in return. That's just bullshit. So anyway, off my thoughts and back to these two. So we get that you just want to go to your divine feminine and you're excited to be a part of her life. So, in light of that, is there anything that you'd like to say to her here in 3D? Hang on a second. Had to readjust the poochie. So, divine masculine, let us know. Anything you'd like to say to her here in the 3D. So, let's see. Let's just spread these out here. Whoa. Anything you want to say to her? Let's see. I tried to put you out of my mind, but you keep sneaking back into my thoughts. Excuse me. Yeah, we know. We know you tried to put her out of your mind, and the lingering effects of my mistakes surround me like a fine mist. Yes, I'm not surprised about that either. He says, I wrote about my heartache, I even sang about it, but I will never admit that's true to anyone. So, dude, I'm not quite understanding you here. You're not talking, you're not sending messages like a divine masculine who wants to be reunited with his divine feminine. And still not. If I gave you the chance, would you take my heart for another ride? So, did she really take your heart for another ride? Or is that just your convoluted perception of things? Because trust me, y'all, I know a lot about convoluted perception. Yes, I do. No lie about it. And I'm just kind of wondering because you just want so badly. I mean, you're trying to create all these pinnacles under a veil of secrecy. And you're telling us that you want to be part of our life. And now, why in the hell do you send her messages like this? I tried to put you out of my mind, but you keep sneaking back into my thoughts. The lingering effects of my mistakes surround me like a fine mist. I wrote about my heartache. I even sang about it, but I'll never admit that it's true to anyone. If I gave you the chance, would you take my heart for another ride? You know what you sound like to me, Divine Masculine? You sound like somebody who is afraid. Okay. He says it's best to concentrate on the things we can control and let the rest go. Is that why you're working on making all of these pentacles? I'm feeling like he's giving me an energy now of, he's afraid that she's not going to accept him. He says, I'm afraid to talk to you. I'm afraid of what you're going to say. And that's, okay, all right. That's why he's working towards all of these pentacles. And y'all, he's doing it under this veil of secrecy because, you know, he's thinking, he's a rational. This Divine Masculine is a rational thinker. And he's just not quite sure that you will accept him. He feels like the only way that you're going to accept him is if he can prove that he's on your level. And so the reason that he's hiding this is because he wanted it to be at least on the road to success. He wanted to be able to show you that he was at least on the road to success when he told you about it. He didn't want to tell you about it when he first started because he said, well, what if I fail? Well, okay. Well, y'all know. Yeah, I just really get the feeling that the outcome here is really going to depend a lot on what the Divine Feminine has to say. So, I think we're going to sit him aside over here. And we're just going to go ahead and take a look at her energy now. See what's up there. Okay. We have the High Priestess. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. Yep. Yep. My guides are giving me the energies of Cancer, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And you know, there may not be contact between these two, at least not here in the 3D at this point. But our Divine Feminine, you know, she knows exactly what's going on with her Divine Masculine. I mean, we're talking about a very enlightened Divine Feminine. She knows her intuitive nature intimately. And not only does she trust it, but she uses it to her advantage. That's what she's telling me. She says, yeah, I know it and I use it to my advantage. And she says, I seek the truth and I find it. And she doesn't mean by the internet neither. No. This is solely, I mean, she's tapped into her higher self. And she knows about Mr. Hopeless Romantic over here, who has his sights set on her, which is her divine masculine. She knows that he's headed her way, or at the very least in an energy of preparing to head her way, and that he is bringing with him a change. This is a divine masculine. I mean, he means business, and he's got the dollars to back it up too. Yeah. You know, he may not have the ambition that the King of Pentacles has, but the King of Cups will never be poor. And it will never happen. This is a guy, he needs to be comfortable in his surroundings, you know. And so he may, you know, his surroundings are going to be comfortable, yes. But he may not offer the most luxurious surroundings, but he will be present and available more than the king who's focused on material wealth. You know what I mean? But I feel like this divine masculine is capable of making his divine feminine's life a lot richer just by simply being in her life. So, yeah, I do feel like he's capable of brightening your world, divine feminine. And really, isn't that what we all want? Just to light up like a Christmas tree when he walks into the room? I mean, yeah. So, okay, divine feminine, you want to talk to him? You got messages you want to send? Yep. Now, if her messages are salty, divine masculine, well, all I gotta say is you got nobody to blame but yourself. That's all I have to say about that. You have nobody to blame but yourself. If hers are salty. Shit. I'm having trouble shuffling these damn cards, y'all. I'm gonna give this one more shot. Voila! And then I was gonna go to this. Whoa. I'm having trouble today. Y'all can laugh, it's alright. I laugh at myself. Yes, I do. Well, she says I didn't consider the consequences of my actions. So, maybe I'm being a little too hard on our divine masculine here. Maybe. Let's see. She says, lust at first sight. It's a thing. Sit you right there, cause I feel like it. You broke my heart when you went away. Well, divine masculine, I feel like she's being pretty nice to you, considering you wanted to know. I mean, you're acting like you want to know she's going to be receptive to you coming to her. And she just totally broke her heart when you went away. I think she's already told you she's still lusting after you. So, I mean, I don't know what more encouragement you need. But let's see if she wants to give you any more. Let's see if she do. And she says, we've surely seen our share of rainy days, enough to last 10 lifetimes. So yeah, I mean, she's sick of that shit. And she just really wishes that you'd get your shit together. That's what she's telling me now. She wanted these both to come out, so let's go. Strangers would never guess that my heart is crying over you. And I'm lost without you. So, I don't know how much more encouragement you need, divine masculine, but I think it's time you shit or get off the pot, man. Yes, I do. Now, here's my favorite part. I like to eavesdrop on this conversation. And this deck, it does give the opportunity for others in the group to step forward. So if the messages don't make sense for this stuff right here, we'll let my guides guide us on that, because they always tell me what it means. If I don't really grasp it, they'll let me know. Alright, divine masculine, we're letting you go first. He says, you're the only person I've ever been able to open up to. Okay. She says, I feel like you kept secrets from me. I'm also feeling like that might well be why y'all ain't in contact anymore. He says, I'm sorry I didn't come through for you. I've got to sneeze, guys. I feel it kind of. Shit, maybe not. If I sneeze from out of nowhere, y'all know why. She says, I'm not the same girl I used to be. Yeah. She's telling me that she wants him to understand that, some time has passed since they saw each other. She says, I'm living the consequences of your choices. And he says, I write you love letters inside my dreams. Well, why in the hell don't you just write her one here in the 3D? How about that? That might be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I do feel like there is real hope for these two. I do. I feel like there is real hope for these two. As soon as our divine masculine gets done manifesting his pentacles over here. So. Yeah. Let's get a message from Spirit. See what they have to say. Let's see if they think. See if they think there's a chance. Yeah, let's see if they think there's a chance. Now, in light of this question that I'm asking them, well, about this saying, well, remember what the first card, what did you pull? The opening energy. And be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. So, but let's see. Do you still think so? Because, he likes to hem-haw a little. Says that spiritual growth happens so slowly that you aren't always aware it's happening. Yeah, and I think that might be a little bit of what's going on here. Neither one of them, she's aware of her own spiritual growth, but she might not be fully aware of how awake he is right now. She might not be fully aware of that. Because my guides are telling me that this project that he's got going over here is not an excuse. It's like, no, that he means business. He wants to manifest that because he wants to be with her. So they also say you'll have to fight through some bad days before you can earn the good ones. So, does that mean that their bad days are not over yet? Well, it all depends on whether or not the divine feminine and the divine masculine, where they are with this one. Know what your perfect union looks like, and don't accept anything less from your twin. Well, I think Spirit is kind of confirming what I was saying. You know, there is hope for these two if he ever gets done and he actually comes toward her. You know, divine masculine, I don't feel like you really need as many pentacles as you think you do. Okay? So, in light of that, we want you to get done manifesting your wealth over here. You have any idea when that might be? I mean, she's ready for your ass to be done. She's ready for union with you, dumbass. So, what do you say? You gonna make that happen in the next year? Or just dream about it? What you gonna do? You gonna shit or get off the pot? You're gonna shit or get off the pot? Well, looks like it's gonna take him a little time to shit and get off the pot. Cause, yeah. Just like I know what the crown stands for, I know what this one stands for. This is for October. Represents Queen Bee's mom, my niece. So, y'all got a ways to go. Shit, it won't stand up. Sorry, guys. Y'all do got a ways to go. Yes, you do. But, hey, it's better than nothing, right? Okay, so, well, I guess that about covers it, y'all. Y'all want to meet Rocky? Y'all want to meet Rocky? Look at the camera, Rocky. Look at the camera. Say hi. Say hi. He's like, hello. Put me down, put me down, put me down. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thanks for taking the time to view it. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we do upload brand new reading every day. Wishing you peace, love, and happiness. Later, Gators.